Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have a bunch of new Donald Trump regrets to share, new Trump voters waking up to the reality that he's a lying piece of shit. So, first is a TikTok user who no longer supports Trump, even though he used to love him as much as Jesus. This is what he said. I'm not making this up. Check this out. Take a listen to him, what he had to say.
I saw Trump be booed at the football game the other day, and honestly, dude, it made me kind of sad. Like, people don't realize how much I love Donald Trump. Like, if you talk to my friends, even years ago, they would have told you that my favorite person in the world, other than Jesus, was Donald Trump. For years, I used to drive around Portland with Trump stickers all over my truck, and they would get scratched off every week, and I would put on new Trump stickers. Like, I believe that he was different, dude. And now, dude, just everything has changed. Like, Donald Trump had the ability to be the best president of all time. He could have closed the borders, stopped all the woke nonsense, and locked up some politicians. Tried to cut down the cabal a little bit, but he's just not who we thought he was, dude. And to me, it was a very sad realization. Like, my family, my friends are still huge Trump people, but I see the world through a spiritual lens now, and what I'm seeing just doesn't look good.
Seriously. Like, you loved him as much as Jesus. The guy who's a serial liar, he's a cheater, he's a grifter. Like, the guy who, if there is a heaven and hell, is absolutely going to spend eternity burning. Like, right-wing religious zealots are either low information voters or they're just complete hypocrites. There's no other explanation. So anyway, next up is a story shared by Media Matters. So they said the Manosphere bro podcaster named Sean Ryan, he now regrets supporting Donald Trump for president. Ryan interviewed Trump last year, and at the beginning of Donald Trump's term, Ryan said on his show, quote, "Things really seem to be turning around. I think way faster than anybody ever imagined." Well, over the past 6 months or so, he has become more and more critical of Trump, and primarily because of the Epstein issue. And then earlier this month, Ryan told his audience this. He's in this article, he said, quote, "I fell into this shit in the last presidential election of giving people a fucking platform. Every fucking time I have a politician, whether it's fucking Trump or some fucking congressman, they all fucking lie." Yeah, Sean. I mean, we told you that. We told you Trump was a liar. And people like you said we have Trump derangement syndrome. So anyway, this next person is also pissed off about Trump and his 180 on the Epstein files. So this person posted, quote, "The files get released or I vote D to reach a lesson. Hands down, I will never support the GOP again. Screw all of them." So I think they meant teach a lesson. So this Epstein issue, this is not going away. And I know they've released a bunch of stuff this week, but they're still holding on to a bunch. This is going to cost them. This is going to cost Republicans in the midterm. Their best bet would be to throw Trump under the Trump train. Throw him under the bus, start turning on him. Save yourselves, Republicans, or he's going to drag you down like the piano on the Titanic. And speaking of which, another guy, his name is Sean, he just wants to burn everything down. He wrote this over on Twitter, quote, "I hope the Republicans get destroyed in the midterms, and I hope Trump is impeached. This is where I am at right now, and I voted for him. I'm over it." I'm over it. Forget who said that. Where did that come from? I'm over it. Anyway, and a woman named Katie, she also posted on Twitter and she wrote, quote, anyone that believes a word Trump says obviously has Stockholm syndrome. I've already decided to sit out midterms. I voted 3 times for this man. I didn't vote for golden trinkets and ballrooms. I can't hardly stand hearing his voice at this point. We were played, brother. Well, she wrote, we played, brother. I believe she meant we were played. But anyway, next up, I have a video from a recent Gen Z focus group. This was conducted by the group called Engageus. So take a listen to what these Gen Z voters think of the man they voted for.
Felt there's some issues that, you know, he wasn't, or him and his administration wasn't too transparent on.
You don't say. The biggest liar in the world wasn't too transparent. Anyway, not like we knew that for 10 plus years or anything. I don't know how many of you are on Twitter anyway, but if you've noticed this, if you've been on Twitter, there's a bunch of MAGA influencers. They seem to be testing the waters. They seem to be trying to decide like whether or not to turn on Trump. One in particular, and I've mentioned him before, he goes by the username of Gunther Eagleman. So depending on the day, he's either a diehard MAGA fan or he's pissed off at Trump. And like I said, he seems to be sending out these test balloons to see what happens, what the weather's like. So he recently posted a blatant lie. He said that he's been approached by hundreds of Kamala Harris voters who regret voting for her and wish they had voted for Trump. I mean, come on, guy. At least try to make it somewhat believable. Like, say, a handful, but hundreds? Yeah. Such a freaking joke. Not a single Kamala Harris voter has ever said that to him. I guarantee it. And if you claim they have, Gunther, show us your work. Show us the proof. Anyway, he immediately got pushback from Trump voters. So one man just simply replied to him and said, quote, I regret voting for Trump. And then another person who had America First in their username, they replied, quote, exact opposite for me. No one voting for Kamala, but everyone I know, including me who voted for Trump, say he isn't delivering shit and won't vote for any side moving forward unless it's America only reps, which this admin isn't. Gunther Eagleman used to be one of my faves, but man, he's now like a cheerleader for this administration, too fake to call out his own side, and gets on his knees for this administration every chance of the way. And here's the thing. I've been seeing more and more posts like Eagleman's or posts saying, I don't know anyone who regrets voting for Trump. Do you? Like, these are such try-hard posts. They're just exposing the fact that they're desperate, right? They are desperate. They need validation because they know Trump sucks. They know he's losing support. And so they're like, oh, soothe me, help me, tell me everything's okay. Tell me I'm not the only moron who still likes Trump. I mean, it's just so transparent. It's just so obvious. And then the last story I have to share with you guys today, this comes from a USA Today piece. This was an opinion piece. This was written by a Pennsylvania resident. Their name is Morgan Mogus, I think is how you pronounce it. So I'm not going to read the full thing to you, but they wrote in part, quote, a year after the president election, I feel completely swindled. I am a libertarian who voted for Donald Trump in 2024, the first time I ever voted for a Republican for president, because he made efforts to listen and address our concerns. He came to our national convention, promised to stay out of wars and slash government spending and useless programs with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. But none of it happened. You don't say. And then Mogis went on to talk about Trump turning on libertarian lawmakers, and he complained about, the big butt ugly bill, how it increased our national debt. And then he ended the article by saying this. He said, quote, "If the presidential election were held today with the same candidates, I would sit it out. I would not vote for Chase Oliver, the 2024 Libertarian Party's presidential nominee, because he is way too left-wing and alienating to a lot of libertarians. That's why so many went to Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. There was a hope that they would be willing to listen to us, but unfortunately, that is not happening. I am, however, extremely likely to vote in the upcoming 2026 midterm and the 2028 general elections. I feel that I need to do what I can to ensure liberty advances, which includes voting for Libertarian Party candidates or candidates who have libertarian values." I don't really care, right? If this guy wants to sit it out or he wants to vote for a third party, I don't care. As long as his vote isn't going to a Republican, I'm happy. Go for it. Do what you got to do, Diablo. So anyway, guys, I will let you know when I have more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.